Hello, my name is Stuart Mease, Executive Director of Employee Relations at Wake Forest University. We're back at it again, trying to give you an update of what's happening in the college recruiting market on college campuses. This time, I wanted to give an update to our previous session where we presented our poll on our LinkedIn page. And we asked the audience, what are the most important trends in college recruiting moving forward? And below were the responses of 4 alternatives. The 57% of our participants said that student engagement, more effort will be required of students, is the most important trend for college recruiting industry moving forward. Second was at 21% was outreach to employers. Schools must maintain relationships by adding value. That's what our team tries to do on a daily basis. 14% said differentiation will be a key for everyone, all different constituent groups. And 7% said vendors will dictate the future of career services, companies such as Handshake. If you want to see more about it, you can click on the link and you can go and participate in the poll if you did not do so. So thanks for everyone doing that. Now, what are we seeing this particular week? Well, we're seeing that all postings for Wake Forest students are up 8% year over year. Full-time postings are down 3.8%. Internships are up a whopping 39% year over year, which is really incredible, 39% up for internships. Another thing that we've seen is that sourced opportunities by our account managers. We have 5 account managers and a couple others that are helping with that. There's been over 2,000 of these sourced opportunities this fall. Those opportunities are being applied to 3 times as many as all of the available opportunities for students in the Handshake network. So that gives a lot of credibility to sourcing and finding the opportunities that you know your students want that may be above and beyond of what the natural opportunities are in the system. So congratulations to our account managers for that. Another thing that we track a lot is applications. We talk about this in all applications, and you can say the same with appointments, but applications are up 66% year over year. Full-time job applications are up 49%, but internship applications are up 90%. So that will show you that from an application and appointment, I don't have the appointment data, but we're seeing students mostly engaged there. We don't see them as engaged in maybe some of the events, online events due to Zoom fatigue, as well as interviewing. Part of the reason is we can't track that. It's outside of the grid there for us to look at. But that is an interesting thing about applications, and specifically the brand name firms are benefiting from the increased student applications as EY, Deloitte, Goldman Sachs, and JP Morgan lead the way at Wake Forest. Now, industries and companies that are hiring, we've been documenting this for a while, is that for internships, commercial banking and credit, there is a significant higher number of these opportunities, yet the students aren't applying to that. You can say the same thing for full-time opportunities, perhaps with some more regional types of firms. So this is another interesting point for us and our coaches to communicate to students to apply here because they're not getting as many applications they did before, even though they have more opportunities. Also, you're seeing advertising, PR, marketing, at least in the internship, is gaining a little momentum. Maybe people are seeing that there's an opportunity there. Previously, it had been negative. It's now up 11% year over year. And however, full-time jobs in the advertising, PR, and marketing space are still off about 32%. And another industry that's taken a big hit for full-time jobs is higher education, down 39% year over year. Now, another thing that we looked into and we documented over the last couple of times, and that is regions that are actually hiring. So this is a pretty interesting development here, is that the West and the Northeast regions of the United States had the largest decline in full-time jobs year over year at 12 and 11% respectively. But they also have the largest increase in internships year over year at 90 and 61% respectively. And we believe that this shows that these regions are tapping into the short-term remote students to fill the gap that is caused from furlough and laid off workers. Perhaps they're getting smart about the short-term hiring opportunities of these students in a remote setting. We'll continue to follow that. From an industry and company hiring, from an overall perspective, we are seeing that some employers are telling us that they are, quote, finished with hiring for the class of 2021 in this 2020-2021 season. We are seeing that fewer employers are registering for first quarter 2021 events on college campuses. And we believe many factors may be contributing to this delay, whether it's budget uncertainty, not knowing what the reset will look like in 2021, the widespread availability of a vaccine, proposed stimulus package, immigration policy with a new administration, et cetera. Those are some things that we think are contributing to it. It is clear that employers are interested in certifications. They're trying to decipher a student with this major at this school compared to a student with the same major at this school. What's the difference between that? And you're continuing to see this push of certifications becoming important. Any type of security clearance of the federal government is in demand. CPA, project management, CISPA, top skills, information technology, productivity tools, customer service, project management. These are some of the things that if students or any job seeker can get this and match with what the employer values, that's going to be a win-win for everyone moving forward. When we talk to some of our colleagues at other career centers, what we're seeing is widespread Zoom fatigue by students that's resulting in less participation in virtual events. We are also, as a whole, are somewhat concerned about the impact of an extended break, as many students did not come back to campus from Thanksgiving and will be out to the end of January, and what type of impact that would potentially have on May outcomes. We're seeing smaller niche employer events will continue to occur in the spring. Oftentimes they're just easier to put on and to man, despite a lot of the career fair technologies that are out there. And that data is reporting is becoming more and more important, yet challenging to gather in a remote environment. We try to, with our Power BI tools that our staff has created, we think that's a strategic advantage for us. We plan to share and use that information in a number of ways moving forward, and you'll hear more about it here. So what are our next steps for seekers? We've been saying this since August, even sooner. Apply now to open internships and jobs. I just don't see a big number of these opportunities emerging, at least in the first quarter of 2021 right now. Again, obtain those in-demand skills and certifications that employers desire. They are showing interest in candidates with those specific skill sets. And then probably the biggest thing for job seekers is don't wait for the economy to turn. You got to engage now in the process. So a little bit, maybe not as optimistic this version as maybe some others. There's still plenty of opportunities. A number of our students have already received opportunities, both full-time and internships moving forward. But there is this wait and see approach for the early part of 2021 that we are experiencing right now. And so our next session, when we do that, won't be until the first of the year. Hopefully we'll have more insight and information as to where and how the market is going to turn at that point. But until next time, hang in there. Happy holidays. Enjoy your break. Get some rest. And we look forward to talking to you in 2021. Thank you.